back to another episode of Talking Sports with EP. And we just got done with the second round of the NBA playoffs. And we finna move on to the Eastern Conference Finals when the next games get started, baby. It was some thrilling games in these Game 7s that just happened these weekend. And listen, I was right about some and I was wrong about some. But it is what it is. So with that being said, let's hop into the first game. We got the OKC Thunder going down, losing to the Dallas Mavericks 117 to 116, man. It was so close for OKC. OKC was so close, dog. I'm talking about victory was like right there. They was right there. And Dallas Mavericks just snatched that thing out their hands so fast, like it was lightning. Dog, what a game, man. It was going down to the wire, going down to the last seconds. A real thrilling last minute fourth quarter. I'm talking about down to the wire. Some big plays was called, some questionable calls was called, but hey, it don't matter. Dallas got it done. But stat leaders for the OKC Thunder, that boy Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 36 points, 8 assists, 3 rebounds, 4 for 5 from the 3, shooting 80%. Man, that boy Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was hitting everything. It's like he couldn't miss. It's like this man got an automatic shot and he's so cold from the mid-range. I don't understand. Like, he can't miss nothing, it seems like. He got one of the coldest mid-range shots in the game right now. Him and my boy Jalen Brunson. But that needs to be said. We'll speak on later. We talking about my boy SGA right now. And listen, man, he might have should have won the MVP. But that's needed to be said. But shout out to SGA for hooping, trying to get your team to the next round. But you just couldn't get it done. And my boy Jalen Williams, 22 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists. The Young Bucks, you feel me? They were trying to get it done, man. You know, it was just the 3 main guys that was doing their thing, and nobody else really was able to help them, you feel me, get that next edge that they needed, you feel me? But it's another reason why I feel like they lost, but I'm gonna get to that later. But my boy Chet Holmgren, 21 points, 3 rebounds also. I feel like Chet should have been a little bit more aggressive through this whole series. I don't feel like Chet was, dominating the paint. I feel like he was getting bullied down there by the Dallas Mavericks. Godfrey and all them guys were putting him to work, you feel me? Getting him in that paint and taking him to work, you feel me? Dominating when they was on defense and offense. Now, mind you, Chet was getting his on offense some, but it came to the Dallas Mavericks being on offense, he really couldn't affect them as much. He got some blocks here and there, but still, Dallas was still being aggressive with him the whole series. But with that being said, shout out to the Dallas Mavericks, my boy Luka Doncic, 29 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists, triple-double on the game. Way to go. And listen, my boy decided not to leave his 3-point shot at the house. My boy brought his 3 to the game with him. My boy was 9 of 15 from the floor, shooting 60%, and 4 of 6 from the 3, shooting 66%. Luka was in his bag tonight, I ain't gonna lie. He was hitting 3s left and right, you feel me? He was hitting all kind of tough shots. He was getting to work. Way to go, Luka Doncic. That's what I like to see, my guy. That's how you control games. That's how you put your stamp on a game and let the people know you the big dog in the house. Shout out to the Dallas Mavericks, man. Way to go, Dallas. And my boy Kyrie Irving, Mr. Uncle Drew. Now, the first half, he was looking kind of shaky, you feel me? You wasn't taking that many shots in the first half. I don't know why. But my boy got aggressive in the second half and started getting more to the basket and started putting up more shots. My boy Kyrie Irving finished the game with 22 points and 3 assists. Shout out to Uncle Drew, man. Way to go, Uncle Drew. Way to do your thing out there, you feel me, to help your boys get to the next round. Shout out also to my boy, Mr. The Air Up There, Derrick Jones Jr., Mr. Funk on You, Mr. Alley Oop. 22 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 of 6 from the 3, shooting 66%. Now, my dog usually just be dunking on people. He out there from the 3-point line, knocking them down. And guess what? Dallas Mavericks needed all of that, because they needed that. They needed somebody else to step up and help them. Because them games when P.J. Washington stepped up, they needed that. They definitely needed this from you, Derrick Jones Jr. So way to go, my brother. Way to do your thing, and way to go out there and step up when it matters the most. I told you, man, the playoffs supposed to bring the best out of you. And if it ain't, then that means you ain't ready for it. That means you ain't made for this. But I see Derrick Jones Jr. is made for this. Shout out to the Dallas Mavericks, man, for getting the job done. And guess what? Got reviews for this game, man. Mavs went out there and played grown man basketball. They ain't let that, you feel me, deficit they was facing get to them, because they was down by 17 points, you feel me. OKC had a 17-point lead on them boys' head. But you know what? The Mavs buckled up and got the job done and knocked that thing down little by little by little and sealed the deal in the fourth. But what I will say, the Mavs also was aggressive the whole game, like I was saying before. They had 27 second chance baskets to OKC 8. But I told you, man, OKC almost won this thing. They was doing everything they could to win this game. OKC forced 17 turnovers, and they had 46 points in the paint to the Mavs 40. And they also had 15 fast break points to the Mavs 10. So I told you, OKC was doing a lot of stuff right, but this is where they lost the game at. And I told you, a lot of people think this is not a big deal and they don't got to work on this, but free throws, you got to make them. They free. Free throws are free, dog. They was, well, let me see what they was from the free throw line tonight, man. They was 13 for 17 from the free throw line, shooting 76%, bro. You gotta make your free throws, OKC. You lost by 1 point. If you would have made 2 of these free throws that you missed, you would have won the game. You gotta make it count when they free, dog. I'm telling you. What else I got here, man? Thrilling last minute, you feel me? They won on the big shot. But like I said, dog, congratulations to the Dallas Mavericks, you feel me? Y'all got them Timberwolves in the next round, so that's going to be an interesting series, too. We got some superstars out there. Who going to step up and who going to make noise in that series? We shall see. But shout out to the Dallas Mavericks for getting the job done, you feel me? Let me take a little drink because I was talking a little bit. Now to that next game, baby. We got the New York Knicks getting drugged through the mud, kicked all over the ground, slapped all over the court, punched, DDT, RKO by the Indiana Pacers, 109 to 130. If you smell what the Pacers is cooking, they put the smackdown on the New York Knicks jabroni apple asses. What a game, man. Crazy, man. What's crazy about it, I wanted New York to win, but I said the Pacers was going to win because it was just hard for me to see New York winning this game with the amount of injuries that they had. And I know Anunoby, he tried to come back, and Josh Hart tried to come back, but I know they wasn't 100%. And granted, most guys out there are not 100%, but they wasn't even 50, you feel me, if you ask me. But stat leaders for the New York Knicks, we got that boy Dante DiVincenzo. Dante DiVincenzo came to ball, man, but he ain't have no help. He came to do his job. He was on a mission because he wanted to get to the next round. My boy Dante DiVincenzo had 39 points, 4 rebounds, 9 for 15 from the 3, shooting 60%. I can't knock Dante DiVincenzo, man. I can't bash him. I can't talk trash about him, you feel me? He came to play, he came to work. And my boy Alec Burks, Mr. Buckets off the bench, 26 points, 3 rebounds, 8 of 13 from the floor, shooting 61%. But this what really hurt the Knicks also, man, because they already hard for them to get buckets as is. But my boy Jalen Brunson, he left the game in the second half with a broken hand, dog. But he finished the game with 17 points, 9 assists. Dog, my boy Jalen Brunson's hand got broken. And from there, I already knew what was going to happen. The Knicks don't have enough to compete with the Pacers when it comes to scoring, especially when your main scorer not in the game. But granted, Dante DiVincenzo did his thing, gave all he had, and the 26 from Alec Burks was nice. But if they would have had Jalen Brunson to add on to that, who knows what this outcome could have been. But with that being said, the Indiana Pacers, the on-fire Pacers, stat leader, Mr. Tyrese Halliburton, 26 points, 6 assists, 4 rebounds, 10 of 17 from the floor, shooting 58%. and 6 of 12 from the 3, shooting 50%. Tyrese Halliburton was on a mission. He said, you know what, if y'all want me to shoot more, I'm finna shoot more. And I'm finna be consistent with it. I'm finna do my thing in this game, you feel me? And you know what? My dog's gonna help me out, my boy. Shout out to Tyrese Halliburton for getting the job done, bro. Way to be consistent and way to be on the mission and play like y'all wanted to win and play like y'all wanted to move to the next round. Way to not play around with the New York Knicks, whether y'all was in the Garden or wherever, you feel me? Way to go, Indiana Pacers. And my boy Pascal Siakam, 20 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 8 for 15 from the floor, shooting 53%, and 2 of 3 from the 3, shooting 66%. Listen, man, everybody was consistent out there for the Indiana Pacers. The boys couldn't miss. Pascal Siakam was getting to his shots and they couldn't stop him. The Knicks didn't have an answer for him at all. And Andrew Nembhard, you feel me, with 20 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds, 8 of 10 from the floor, shooting 80%. Nembhard couldn't miss out there neither. And what's crazy is it was so many times it was leaving the man open. And he made their ass pay every time they tried him like that. Why y'all trying this man like that? Like he can't knock that down. Silly, foolish. The Knicks defense, you feel me? I know y'all ain't have y'all superstars to score, but you gotta play some better D. You gotta put a hand in these guys' face, foul them or something. You gotta do something, bro. You can't just be out there being a pain freak and letting these guys knock these shots down like that. Foul them or something, let them know you're there, you feel me? Cause God, dog, they wasn't giving y'all no mercy. But reviews for this game, man. The Pacers show another beautiful display of basketball on the offense. 67% shooting from the floor. The Pacers could, like, bro, these boys can score on the Pacers, and I did not realize that. Shout out to E. Brown, man, because he had faith in the Pacers. He told me the Pacers was going to beat the Knicks. I ain't believe him. I thought the Knicks was going to pull it out some way, somehow, even though I picked the Pacers to win the last game. But I still was hoping somewhere that the Knicks could pull this thing out some magical way. But, hey, man, if it was Phils, we all be drunk. You dig? And what's another thing, man, they was 54% shooting from the 3. The Pacers couldn't miss from the floor. They wasn't missing from the 3. 54% shooting from as a team. They just giving buckets from everywhere. They couldn't take it. The Knicks couldn't take it. The Knicks ain't have enough people to respond. They ain't have enough guys to step up that responded to that. What a beautiful shooting night for the Indiana Pacers, man. Them boys came to hoop, man. And another night where 6 different players on the Pacers had 10 points or more. And 5 players had 17 points or more. Hooping. It's crazy, like the way they playing as a team and the way they hooping as a team, man. The way they sharing that rock and everybody getting to eat. You get to eat, you getting to eat, you getting to eat. Everybody at the table getting to eat some of this bread, you feel me? They ain't being selfish. Everybody get to eat at this table. Indiana Pacers ain't playing, man, I'm telling you. And to be real, man, in all fairness, the Knicks was never really fully healthy to begin with, you feel me? They was trying their best to keep this thing going and go to the next round, but they ain't have enough time to heal up. So, hey, man, every dog has his day. But this year, I guess, wasn't the New York Knicks year. But hell of a season for the New York Knicks, man. Y'all made it to the second round of the NBA playoffs. Maybe next year y'all can go deeper. But the Pacers had 15 points off of New York Knicks turnover also. Yeah, I'm back on their ass. I wasn't done yet. And the Pacers controlled the paint, man. They had 52 points in the paint to the Knicks 38, man. Congratulations to the Indiana Pacers, man. They on fire. And what I want to say to the Boston Celtics, y'all going up that bullshitting with the Indiana Pacers like y'all was playing with all these other teams, your ass gonna lose. Because these boys got too many players that can put points on y'all head. So don't play around with these guys. I'm telling you, that's finna be an interesting series. Y'all should have wished the Knicks won. That would have been an easier game for y'all. Pacers ain't finna come play with y'all ass, I'm telling you. So Boston Celtics, you better tighten up, because Indiana Pacers coming. I'm telling you, you go to the bridge, boy, they getting crunk over there. You better tighten up. And last but not least, we got the Minnesota Timberwolves doing it big then, knocking the big dog off the Denver Nuggets 98-90. Way to go, Minnesota Timberwolves. Boy, it was looking ugly, wasn't it? Y'all gotta be real, it was looking ugly, wasn't it? Woo. But starting off with the stat leaders, man, my boy Nikola Jokic, 34 points, 19 rebounds, 7 assists. But Jokic, you feel me? I ain't finna let you slide like that. I ain't finna let you get off like that. Nah, you ain't slick. You was 2 for 10 from the 3, shooting 20%. You hurt your team. You basically shot your team out of the damn game. Y'all should have stayed aggressive in the first half. You should have kept going to the basket. Once y'all seen your 3-point shot wasn't not falling down, you should have just kept being aggressive and getting to the basket. But you start settling for the 3 because that Memphis D was on that ass. I'm disappointed with that, Jokic. 2 for 10, ain't gonna cut it. Jamal Murray, he was also balling. 35 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds. 4 of 12 from the 3, 33%. That's mediocre. That ain't gonna cut it. But but one thing about it though, y'all at least put up 30, over 30, you feel me? You and Jokic, y'all did that. Y'all tried everything y'all could to still win this game, even though y'all blew the lead. Y'all had the lead. It was looking like y'all was finna go ahead and get ready to go to the next round. But y'all fumbled the bag at the 50-yard line. Foolish, man. You can't be out there doing that. And for the next guys I want to talk about, Michael Porter Jr., where were you at? You left your game at home. 7 points. 3 of 12 from the floor. Shooting 25%. And I think you were 1 for 6 from the 3. Michael Porter, you left your game home. You should have got more aggressive, bro. You should have drove to the rack. Aaron Gordon, 4 points, 2 of 5 from the floor, 40%. See, Aaron Gordon, you weren't being aggressive enough. You ain't try to help your boys out enough. Damn, Denver Nuggets. That's how y'all want to end it like that. Just blow a 20-point lead. Let Timberwolves get on y'all ass like that. Shout out to the Minnesota Timberwolves, man. Way to play big, dog. Stat leader for the Minnesota Timberwolves. We got my dog, Karl Anthony Towns. 23 points, 12 rebounds, 2 assists. Way to ball, Karl Anthony Towns. But you was off from the 3 also. Your numbers are looking nasty. Really, Timberwolves also was off. I'm surprised they won, but you know what they say? Defense wins championships, and that's definitely what the Minnesota Timberwolves did. They started playing that D, and they made sure they forced and made Denver Nuggets feel uncomfortable out there. And my boy, who really turned up for y'all, who really stepped it up for y'all, Jaden McDaniels. He said, Ant-Man, I know you also nice, so you know what? I got you. I'm finna tighten up for you. 23 points, 6 rebounds, 2 steals, 1 block, 7 for 10 from the floor, shooting 70%, 3 or 4 from the 3, shooting 75%. Shout out to Jaden McDaniels, man. Mr. Defense, Mr. Consistent, Mr. Came through when it counted. Jaden McDaniels did his big one tonight, man. He helped them boys get it done. Way to go. Cause my boy Ant-Man, aka Baby Jordan, Anthony Edwards, you finished strong. I give you that, my boy. But next round, when y'all play the Mavs, we can't have this stuff like this. But 16 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists. You feel me? You know, you tried to make up a little bit, but 6 of 24 from the floor, shooting 25%. 2 of 10 from the 3, shooting 20%. And we can't have no more games like this, big dog. Come on, Baby Jordan. I know we putting a lot of pressure on you as far as the media, but embrace that pressure. Soak that in and go be great. Don't be scared of it, big dog. Go be great, Ant-Man, because you can do it, my boy. But you don't made it to the next round, you feel me? Luckily your teammates came through and y'all played that sticky defense. and you made some big shots when it mattered the most. Even though you weren't known in the first half at all, you came through in the second half and put up some big time buckets. So shout out to you, Anthony Edwards, but you gotta do better against the Mavs, man, because them boys hungry. And I know they smelling blood in the water. But views for this game, like I've been saying, man, the Timberwolves owned the second half. They played championship basketball in the second half. It was beautiful display of defense, the way they came back and got all in Denver Nuggets grill. I'm talking about straight turned up and dominated the second half, man. Knock came back from a 20-point deficit. Finished the game with 15 points off turnovers. And they also came away with 9 steals and 6 blocks. Way to go, Minnesota Timberwolves, to turn that thing around. Because I'm telling you, it was looking spooky for y'all in the first half. I'm thinking Denver Nuggets was finna just straight up spank y'all ass. But they decided to shoot their way out of the game. Them boys was 29% from the 3, dog. No, I'm wrong. The Nuggets was 8 for 33 from the 3, shooting 24% from the 3. Nuggets decided to shoot their way out of the game. Why not go to the rack? Why not be more aggressive? Why not attack the basket? 8 for 33 from the 3. Y'all had the lead. Y'all basically shot the lead away. Kept shooting threes, so y'all gave up the lead, man. And I know Tim was playing that sticky defense, and they were trying to control the paint. But bump that. You got to go to the rack. And you're going to have to foul me, or I'm finna make this thing. I'm finna go dunk or whatever. But, hey, man, I guess the Denver Nuggets ain't want it that bad. But really, like I was saying, like they say, like I said, again, defense win championships, because the Timberwolves offense wasn't that great tonight neither. They were 39% from the floor, and they was the ones that shot 29% from the 3. So, y'all gonna have to step that up when y'all play the Mavs, unless y'all gonna D up like y'all D'd up. But what I will say, the Mavs starting to show they like to play defense too. So it's gonna be real interesting, man. But congratulations to the Minnesota Timberwolves for getting that W. Way to get on them boys' head and tap that ass. But yeah, man. That being said, we got some interesting Eastern Conference Finals and Western Conference Finals now. We got the Indiana Pacers versus the Boston Celtics. Ooh, I feel like if Boston go out there and play around with the Indiana Pacers, the Pacers is going to defeat them. But I want to see how that first game go before I definitively make me a pick. Hopefully I said that word right. I'm trying to use big words and stuff like I'm an Einstein or something. But with that being said, the Mavs versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. That's going to be interesting too. I still want to see how the first and second game play out in that before I make my pick on that one also. But you now just talk sports with your boy DP. Like, share, subscribe, and your kid is out. You feel me?